On. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Hi, Rooted in Royalty. How are you? Welcome, welcome.
Hello, good
So that
morning.
yes, good morning. As you all come in, let me know where you're watching from. Just put it in the chats, guys. And yeah, we'll just wait for our guests to come on. I hope everyone is doing well. And yeah, today is Sunday, so the week will be starting before you know it. I tell you, the weekend just comes and goes so fast, don't you think, honey?
Too short.
Too short. And I'm just looking up something while we're waiting for our guests. But yeah, as you come in, please make sure you hit the like button, guys. We will greatly appreciate it. And make sure you have your questions ready. If this is your first time joining us, I'll tell you how we do our lives. Basically, I have a set of questions I ask our guests, and then I open the floor for others to ask any questions that they have. All I ask is that everyone is respectful and I don't have any, foolishness, drama, because I will take you out. Not like that, but meaning I will block you off of the channel. I am not about the drama. I'm not about all the foolishness. We do this channel to help, of course, mainly our people and to um, to break the brainwash about Africa. So this is, a big reason why we do what we do. I like to help people as well for free. um, every now and then you will see that I do have buy me a cup of coffee, and it's like only $5 um, per donation or cup of coffee. If you like to, no major pressure. I'm just checking my phone to make sure. Okay, there we go. I'm going to turn my phone down so that way you all have my undivided attention. Yes. So also, I do announcements, guys, because I do have a store called Rocka Styles. So if you all would like to purchase anything, you definitely can do so. Hey, changing the narrative. Hey, long time no see.
What's going on,
Welcome.
family?
I am going to write my guest now just to make sure that he's still coming on. Let him know that we are live. Hey, Maya speaks. She's in Tanzania. She's in
Okay.
Tanzania. Hey, welcome, sis. All right, just letting him know that we're live. He can come on. And just in case this is for him, the link, I'm going to put the link in the comment section for our guest as well. Oh, wait, there he is. All right. Awesome. Awesome. Hold on. I don't, okay, there we go. Hello, welcome. Good morning.
How you
Hey,
doing?
morning. How you doing? You okay?
Good.
Good,
Oh yeah.
good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, not too bad. It's afternoon here, but it's morning for you guys.
Yes.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
okay, okay. You said it's afternoon where you are?
Yes, it's like 3:20 p.m. Yeah, in
Okay,
the
well, good
afternoon.
afternoon
Okay.
in your area.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
everyone's coming in. Can you see this on your screen? Are you able to see?
What you just put up, the
Yes,
message?
yes.
Yes, yes, I can
Okay,
see. Yes,
perfect, perfect. So rooted in royalty, say Gam fam, one love. Yes, thank you, one love.
yes, sister.
And this is changing the narrative. They're in South Africa. It's
Okay.
in Yo. And Maya speaks, she's in Tanzania. Hello, sis. And Shubarb, hey sis, and Rodman, hello.
Hello. How you
She
doing?
is in, I think it's North or South Carolina.
South.
South.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, sis.
Yes.
All right. So I just wanted to, acknowledge everyone that's in the room. Welcome. I would like to welcome Daniel, Properties of Gambia, to our live today. All right, we're just gonna hop
Thank
right
you.
in if that's okay with you.
Yeah, that's good.
All right,
I'm
let's
good to
do
go.
it. Just tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell the people a little bit about yourself.
Okay, all right. Well, my name is Daniel Samba. Um, Born in the UK. Um, from a Gambian father, a British mother. Um, spent all my life in the UK, and then from there, basically, I was once I left school, I got into construction. Um, uh, More of a finisher in terms of decorations and so on. So yeah, I done like an apprenticeship with the local authority to train me in my skills and so on. And then, I pretty much done that all my life. Since I left school, I was in the construction pretty much. So,
Oh, okay.
I had a lot of that skill. So, that's kind of like my background. But then, obviously, I used to go back and forth to the Gambia as well, also from quite a youngish age. Yeah, maybe I was about 18, 19 the first time I went to the Gambia.
Okay.
So we're going back like 96. That was my first experience of Gambia. So yeah, that's it basically. Yeah, so I've got that both of that kind of background sort of thing,
Nice.
So
You said eight. You were like about 8 or 9. Oh, 18 or
18, 19 years old. Yes,
Oh,
yes. Not
okay.
not that young, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I started going there from around that age. So I
Gotcha.
took my first trip back with my dad.
Okay.
Yes, that was my first trip going back.
And what was it like growing up with, having a British background as well as having a Gambian background?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was fun. I mean, growing up with both backgrounds, I was always in touch with my roots, as well as I was brought up in the UK. My dad always told us about where we're from. We also had a lot of family that was Gambian that lived in the UK as well. So
Oh,
we was always around Gambian communities in terms of like, whether there's a function, a wedding going on, or somebody's naming ceremony, or somebody's party or something. So, we was going to their house from young. They used to come to our house and so on. So
okay.
it was
Oh,
very,
cool.
So
it was
you
kind
are
of,
familiar with the culture then pretty much.
yes, yeah, from a young age, yeah. So, it's just by then, obviously, I didn't go to the Gambia, but was always in touch. Even my granddad came over a couple times, my dad's father, and so on. So I was pretty in touch with that side, and then obviously, sorry, I hope that noise is not distracting you coming in the background.
No, I
No,
didn't.
I
I'm
don't.
not even
I don't
paying
even
no
hear
attention.
anything. Yeah,
We're
So it just keeps
in on
popping in.
you.
Yeah, so and then obviously my British background. Yes, it's fine growing up. Mum always encouraged us to also know about your father's background and so on and things like that. So it was
Balance.
it was a balance. Yes, I'd say it was a balance. And then obviously me growing up in the UK anyway. So I know, in terms of like growing up as a young boy, I had a good upbringing from my parents. Um, Born in a poor neighborhood, dominantly a black neighborhood. It was kind of mixed, but it was dominantly a black neighborhood. So people from the Caribbean, from Africa, and you know, and you did have white people there,
Mhm.
but it was a dominantly black neighborhood. So yes, we kind of in terms of, you know, growing up, we didn't have much issue. I mean, we was kids. We didn't really experience any kind of you know,
Racist.
innocent, racism or anything like that
That's
until you kind of growing up, and then you notice that, you know, you're not as privileged as some
right.
others or things like that. But other than that,
That's
it
good.
was
But yeah,
okay.
kids. I mean, growing up, we kids. You pretty pure until somebody else introduced that
Mhm.
stuff to you, though.
Exactly, you're innocent. Yeah,
Oh,
you just don't know. You're not looking at that. You're not looking at color. You just, you know,
yeah,
you're just kids.
yeah.
You just hang out, play out, whatever you're doing. You know.
Exactly. And that's the innocence of children, you know. Like my cousin, I'm getting a little off subject, but they went to South Korea. I think she got back today, and she was trying to like prepare her daughter, you know, because kids will say anything. You don't know
Yes,
what they
yes,
say.
they'll just come out. Yes,
It just come
They
out.
shoot from the hip.
Yeah. And she was trying to like prepare her to let her know, hey, you know, well, they look different from us. And she's like, Mom, people just people. And she's like, how old is she? She
Yeah.
like, I think she's 7 or 8, something like
Mhm.
that. And she's like, yeah, people are just people. So she said at that point, she just left it alone.
left
You
it.
know what I mean? Because
Black American. They're fully black,
yeah,
black Americans.
yeah,
Yeah.
Black
Okay.
American, yeah. So and when I heard that, I was just like, wow, if only everybody was like that,
Yeah, then
you
you
know?
start, you
Yeah.
start teaching you different things, and then it just go off track.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So, but it's just amazing because, you know, we see all the time, like we have, you know, different type of friends where they, you know, maybe Dominican or Spanish, and they do not teach their children their background, you know, they don't teach them their language. And I think it's a disadvantage, you know, they need to
of
know
course.
their language as well as, you know, wherever they are. So I think that's beautiful that your parents did that balance like that, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's very. I think it's very important. Definitely.
Very important. And
Um,
you know how to speak is Wolof, right? A
no,
little.
I can more. Tutti tutti. I can
Okay.
understand more than I can speak. Yeah.
But you understand? You understand?
Pretty much.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
okay.
That's good. That's good. All right, so we're gonna get off of that one. Thank you for letting us know. I'm going to just see what people are saying. Maya says, hey, I'm going to share into my group. Thank you. I appreciate that, sis. All right. So can you read the next one? You know my handwriting is not the
Yeah,
best.
what was it like
Right
growing?
here.
Oh,
We already did that one.
share with us how you decided to make selling land a business, and then later decided to do a one-stop shop
Business.
business.
Okay. All right. Okay. Repeat the last bit because some
It
others
was
was just
long.
coming through.
Basically how you decided to do a one-stop shop business where you kept everything
Right.
you
Okay.
build the house from the ground up.
Or
Yeah.
whatever. Everything.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Well, I started building my house in 20, I think it was 2019.
Mhm.
Yeah, 2019. I started building a house in the Gambia. Going back, I mean, like, you know, like I said, a little bit about my background. When I said our first time I went to the Gambia was with my dad. That was in 96, 96. So yeah, see, we went back. My dad, you know, he had plans to, you know, do things over there in terms of, you know, build and you know, and things like that, build a home. Probably, you know, for his retirement or whatever, you know, but you know, he wanted to do something back home. Unfortunately, he didn't fulfill his dreams. You know, he passed away a few years later. But then after that, I kind of kept going to the Gambia, you know, still keeping in touch with the family over there. So yeah, I was just going like maybe once a year or every couple years maybe, you know. I used to go over there, pay a little visit. And then, yeah, so it was like, you know, it was always in my mind to kind of do something over there as well in terms of, you know, build something where I can say, yeah, I can go home to,
Right.
and so on.
And kind of keep your dad dream.
And kept, yeah, basically, and kept his dream alive as well, you know, because that was what he wanted to do.
That's
So,
awesome.
you know, so that was a reason as well, and as well as mine as well. It was kind of, once I went there for the first time, you know, it was just like, yeah, you know, it was like home, you know, and I was privileged enough to have family there and have that connection there and so on. So it made it a lot easier.
Right.
And then, yeah, so basically then, you know, fast track going forward over the years, and then coming up to 2019, I used to, like I said, I said, right, okay, I'm gonna do something at the beginning of that year. And then it came into tuition, basically. I started building just gradually, bit by bit, you know, doing the foundation and so on. And then obviously I was videoing what I was doing, basically, you know, and then basically for my own personal use.
Right.
I kind of start to, you know, get into the end, which I'm still building as well. It's built, but I'm still on the finishing stages. So then, yeah, then basically, I used to get a lot of friends, people asking me about, you know, different things, yeah, about Africa and what I'm doing. I told them I'm building out there and so on. And then, you know, I started sharing my story, and then, you know, I put it on social media, what I was doing. Then obviously I started my YouTube channel. I think by then it was called Investment in the Gambia, but by then I think that was the first YouTube channel. Then obviously we changed it to Properties Gambia. And then, yeah, so basically we just started showing the world what we're doing, a lot of people. And then obviously it happened just after that, the pandemic started coming in and all things like that, you know, and then, you know, people wanted to go back home. And there was a lot of interest, obviously, from, you know, our brothers and sisters in the UK and in the US. They wanted to, you know, find a way where they can go, and whether they wanted to go permanently or just, you know a bit of their roots and so on and so on. So, you know, people started following my journey, what I was doing. And then in terms of the business, you know, we just from there, as I started, like I said, people started asking me questions about, you know, what I'm doing. And then, you know, I met somebody out there, and then, you know, we decided to, you know, we you know, at that time we done a partnership in the business. I'm not sure I lost you there.
Oh, you see us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're still connected with you.
You're
Yeah.
still connected.
Yeah, I still see you and everything.
Okay, no problem. Something is just keep popping up. That's why I'm just
it's going in and out on your end.
going in and out of my end.
Oh, okay. Because you crystal clear over here.
You're still seeing me and hearing me, right?
I hear you, everything.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah, so that was a pretty
All
good.
right. Yeah. So then basically, yeah, I'll carry on. I can't see anything yet until it popped up.
You want to come in and come back out if you like.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to do that because.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. You come in and come back out.
All right,
I'll remove you. All right, he'll be back, guys. So basically you've heard so far what he shared. You know, it sounds like it started with his dad, and he still had love for is he back on? Hold on, guys. Did you leave? It don't look like you left.
No, I'm just trying to.
Oh, okay.
I think take me out and then I'll.
Okay. and he had love for it as well, seems like. And being that, his dad and his mom, seem to have that balance between the two. And I think that's wonderful, him, continuing on with his dad dream. And then people started asking. I know sometimes in life, people start asking you questions of different things. And sometimes you kind of also thrown in it and you're like, you know what, let me just go ahead and make this a business. So that's what it sounds like he's done. Also, he was interested as well. So, what Maya Speak says, you're welcome. Oh, thank you, sis. Yeah, I appreciate that. So yeah, so while he is figuring out how to hop back on, I'm gonna do a commercial break.
Mhm.
So if you have not, for all of my new subscribers that may be watching, I wrote a book about my life, and this is it here. It's called The Husbands I Thought I Found. It's always a glare. Okay, there we go. You can get it on Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, or Exceivers.com. I know, guys. Listen, don't worry. I will put all of the links in the description. But yeah, this is how it looks. This is how the back looks. I was a little more plump. I had dreads then, as you can see. And it's a short read. I know all of us are busy. See, all of us are busy and we just don't have time sometimes. Like, I don't have time sometimes to read books that are a little more lengthy because that's how it is in the West, right? And then if you are living abroad, you're probably still on the West schedule if you're working online, right? So also, guys, we have a store called Raw Rocker Styles. I know you like Raw Rocker Styles. So basically, I named it that, and it's the beginning of all of our first names. I just put it together with all of our styles. Okay, I think he's back. Hey, how is it now? You good?
Yes, I've had to come on to my other device.
Okay.
The PC is playing up. So,
No worry.
yeah.
No worries. I was just doing a commercial break. If you don't mind, I'll finish it up.
Yep,
Is
no,
that
that's fine.
okay? So, guys, in our store, we have this is just one of the examples of the t shirts that we created. There's a lot more on the website, and you can it's click to order. Literally, when you click on it, it'll be sent to your home. So that's another option of supporting us in our channel. Also, as well, like I said, I do have the book. I'll have all of this information in the description box. And if you all would like to buy me a cup of coffee, again, it's about $5 each. You'll just go on my link. Again, I'll have that in the description. Click on it, and then you can buy as much coffee as you like to buy us. All right. So that is it for the announcement. Anything else you want to say before we continue on?
No, that's pretty much
All right.
it.
My husband's
Yeah,
pretty quiet.
yeah. I'm waiting for
Y'all
my
know
time.
that.
He's just listening in.
Yeah, but he can't talk now. They know, like my
You know,
usual.
when he's got a question, he'll ask. I'm sure he
Boy,
will.
you might want me to shut up.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna hop back in. So please explain what are all of the services your company offers?
Right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I think we didn't quite finish what we was on the last
Oh
time in
no,
terms
okay,
of,
we can go back. That's fine. Yeah, that's
yeah,
fine.
until I started getting interrupted with the
Okay.
PC. But yeah, so then basically I was partnering at the time with somebody, in terms of buying lands, selling lands, and things like that. Fast track moving forward. That partnership didn't really work out. Then I decided to go alone. Kind of built up a team on my own. Um, we just started to, people really want to buy lands, invest in the Gambia, invest in Africa. So, and it wasn't just about me selling lands. It was about people coming back, investing, um, and doing things. My intention was not for people to come just as an investment, but to help themselves and help those brothers and sisters on the motherland as well.
help development, you know, bringing our ideas over there, and you know, as well as us learning something from the natives, also them learning something from us as well. So, you know, bringing our skills and so on, and opportunities for everybody. So yeah, and then basically, you know, as people they purchase lands, you know, some people then we started. I didn't want to just sell empty lands. I wanted to get into the build as well. But as you know, it takes time. You know, we've only just started in terms of like building houses and things like that, which are not completed yet. So we're just on our first one or two that we're doing. Like in the meantime, we've been doing people's fencing. When I say fencing, just, you know, putting the perimeter fence around their lands, doing boreholes for people, and things like that. In terms of preparation of you know, going to their lands, kind of thing. And then, you know, obviously, as you know, we've got different pockets of communities we've brought up in the Gambia, in terms of Sanyang, Gambanjeli, Gunjur, so on. You know, so and you know, now it's just kind of a mixture of diasporan Gambians, diasporan Americans and British, and so on. Yeah. So yeah, and then, you know, as you know, we've been going for like 3.5 years, I think, something like that, or 3 years. You know, it's just slowly growing as a company, helping people come back and, you know, repatriate. Yeah,
That's good. You're sharing your story like this. You know, you showing other people out there that it's possible, and you spark.
yes,
Just like my wife, she was always in the, you know, we wanted to visit Africa, and you kind of brought me into the invest in Africa instead of the visiting part.
Oh, we didn't spill that beans. Go ahead. He's gonna spill it. Go ahead.
What spill what?
Go ahead, finish it.
No. I'm saying when we bought land through you. You know,
I was gonna tell y'all later, but
thinking about that.
Here it is right here, our paperwork.
Yeah.
DHL.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go far back because I don't want y'all to see all my details, but yeah, this is it, guys. I wanted to bring it out because, you know, there's so much land scamming and things like that. This is why I like to have the source.
Yes.
Here, you can hear from the source, and then you can see someone who actually brought, you know, from him, and this is approved. DHL. This is our paperwork. So that way,
so there is,
you know,
there is a lot of pitfalls that you do have to be careful, just like you mentioned, in terms of land scamming and things like that. So you need to know that whoever you're working with, you know, they're reputable. You know, do your due diligence, and you know, so my thing is, obviously, I'm not really a big talker. I've always I like to prove myself. I like to show people things. I'm going to do this and keep to my word. You know, but like you said, there is a lot of pitfalls as well. So you do have to be careful who you're working with, and so on.
And when did we buy our land? It's been what, 2 years now, right?
Yeah, it's been at least 2
I think it's about 2 years. You guys now. Yeah.
2 years we've been with him. So just to let you guys know, you know, like I said,
it's legitimate. It's a real stand-up guy right here.
So this is why I brought him on. This is why he is sharing who he is, because I know it's important for us coming from the West and not being on the grounds to know who we're dealing with, just to get an insight of who are we doing business with. And this is also why I brought him on, so that you can hear from the source's mouth, not just me, you know?
Yeah.
So with that being said, so the people will know exactly what it is that you all do in your in-house, you know, what services you offer besides selling land.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So yes. All right. In terms of, you know, I think we're quite unique as a company because we kind of keep like a personal relationship with our clients as well. You know, in terms of we don't just sell them the land and kind of shake their hand and say goodbye. You know, we build up a relationship. Those that are coming into the Gambia for the first time who purchase land from us, you know, we'll guide them, the do, the don'ts kind of thing. And you know, a lot of them do come up to the office, and we advise them on certain things, you know, to kind of look out for and so on. But Gambia generally is a very peaceful country and so on. You know, it's got its pitfalls just like anywhere else. So basically, you know, yeah, like I said, we build that relationship, and then you know we just make it more of a smooth transition for people who want to invest or build their home and so on there. So then, like, you know, what we advise is once we sold the lands to people, you know, we try and encourage them to, you know, fence your lands and so on. So basically, you know, we'll protect the land, fence it, we'll do boreholes, we'll make designs, we'll design homes for you, or if you have your own blueprint, you know, you can, you know, give it to us and, you know, we can work out a costing. And obviously, you know, we do payment plans where we try and spread the cost over some years. So we kind of tailor it to an individual basis. Everybody's pocket's different, everybody's finances are different. So, you know, we just try and see how we can work with people the best way we can, whether, you know, whether it's going to be, you know, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, or whatever, and we can just kind of work it out in stages. Well, okay, let's do stage 1 in terms of the foundation, and you know, if you need to drop off for a little while to recuperate some more cash, or just, you know, just take a break from things for any reason, then we can always do that. We can come back to stage 2 another time when, you know, it's more suitable. So that's the kind of services that we offer. I mean, moving forward, we're planning to not just sell lands. We want to sell lands with a house design in terms of a package, basically. So, you know, as well as you're buying the home and the land as well. So that's moving forward. Not to say we'll be still selling lands as well, but we want to also encourage people who's, you know, ready to make that move, you know, and that'll be more directed on people who know the Gambia and been to the Gambia and, you know, and things like that, because that's a big jump from just buying land to buying a house on the land as well. So that's what we're trying to do, move forward. So it's important as well about development of the country. So
now I heard you mention blueprint. If they have their blueprint, you all will do blueprint as well if they don't have it, as right?
Correct. Yes. We can do designs for you. You know, you just explain to us what you want, and you know, we can tailor it to your needs. We're gonna bring out a few designs very shortly ourselves. You know, where people can use our designs. If not, you use your own blueprint. So that's, you know, it doesn't matter either way. You know, we can work with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's just I just know a lot of people from the diaspora are still coming there. I know there's like a real ease of getting residency versus some other countries in Africa. So, you know, if you coming from the diaspora and you're trying to get to the continent, like Gambia is a good place to start.
Yeah.
Or maybe
yes.
you not start, just you could make your life there.
Yeah.
The cost of living is relative. I mean, a lot cheaper than pretty much wherever you're coming from. So I would just recommend
Right.
the Gambia. Take a look and
Yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't been yet, but we have
Yeah.
to.
No.
We have to get there.
Yeah, Gambia is still relatively reasonable compared to a lot of other places. You know, a lot of other parts of the continent now, you know, things are increasing quite a lot
Yeah.
rapidly.
Yeah.
Cost of living, and I know that's a worldwide thing. Even in the Gambia, you know, cost of things are going up.
Everywhere.
Um,
So true.
but it's still accessible.
Right.
You know, it's compared to where we're coming from.
Exactly.
You know, and what you get for your money. Definitely. And like I said, you know, and you haven't got that that strain of if in terms of mortgages and things like that. I mean, you can go into a mortgage and things like that, but you know, after some years, you know, it's yours. It's kind of like, you know, in the West, it's like you're working 25, 30 years to pay the mortgage.
And it's still, you can't even say it's yours.
And you can't even say it's yours as well. Exactly.
It's yours,
Yeah, you can't even
that.
say it's yours.
Yeah.
And that's if you make it through that 25, 30
Exactly.
years.
Exactly.
So, you know, there's no enjoyment out of it, sort of thing. Okay, maybe you pass it down to the kids or whatever, but you know, you worked hard. You want to see something at the end of it for yourselves as well. Enjoy a bit of your life. You know, you work for it.
About that later.
So
about it, yeah.
That's very important. So that's another beauty of you know, taking away those worries and building in Africa, sort of thing as well. You know, it's yours.
Exactly.
You know,
and even if, like, you know, we've learned through our past experience, you know, each African part, you know, it's different. Like some do 50 lease, some do 99 lease. Freehold are what we purchased is freehold from Daniel. So even with like some of you know, diaspora is like 50 years, and I'm looking at them like 50 years. Why are you worried about 50 years, 99 years? I said you can't even say that here.
Right.
You know,
No,
it's never yours.
And then you can always renew that.
You can always renew it. So the mindset is trying to erase the American.
So let me just correct you. I know you said that you bought from me and you said it was freehold. It's not freehold.
Oh, it's not? Okay.
It's customary lands. I don't know if you see customary lands. Customary lands is you see, in the Gambia, there's not many freeholds. There's not many places you can have. Yes, there's very to get a freehold in the Gambia is very rare. And they only do that in the capital.
Okay.
So I'd say 90% of land in the Gambia is customary land. So it's not a lease either. You haven't got a limit on it as well. So you've bought it the customary lands is from like the Alcalos, the
chiefs,
the village people, sort of thing, that own the community. Even that is government, it's still government, it still comes under the government land. But you know, it's customary. So it's your land. But it's not freehold. And you've not got like a 99 lease on it or 50 years lease on it. You understand? It's yours until, you know, there's no time limit, basically. You know, so if you built on it, you've done something with it, and then you sold it on and so on, that's totally up to you. And keep it into your family, pass it on, and so on. But to have a freehold in the Gambia, no, because a freehold in the Gambia is only in certain places like Banjul, Fajara, and these sort of places here. Yes.
Okay.
Well, I learned something, guys. Thank you for correcting me, because I didn't know.
It's customary land. Even myself, it's all customary land.
Okay.
But it's safe. It's thingy. For example, if like the government decided, okay, they wanted to build a road through your house or something like that, they have to compensate you.
Okay. That sounds like
we call that eminent domain.
Yeah.
It's the same in the UK. Yeah, there's nothing we can do. I mean, if the government decide they want to build a fast train network going through
Yeah.
people's houses, or expand the airport where houses around there, then they just compensate you accordingly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like fair market value.
They'll just give you the market value and
Like,
whatever.
then they come in with the dozers.
Yeah.
Bulldozers.
And then
That's it.
basically they're coming with the dozers. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you can you put that what you're saying in the private chat, and I'll put it up here across the screen?
Like
Basically, I believe she's talking about the term you use.
Yeah, I can't even,
Customary.
yeah.
oh, customary. Okay. All right. Okay.
So the people will know. Okay, so you all already know. I was gonna ask him, can a foreigner buy? We already know because I'm a foreigner. So we already know
I don't
that.
like to call myself a foreigner.
I know, but we are to them.
It's in my blood. It's in my blood.
Okay, so
Has it come up?
yep, I got it.
Yeah.
And you said it was, what was it? How would we do a definite? How would we do a definition on that?
Customary land.
No, I mean, like, how would you? Because I wanted to write customary land, but I wanted to kind of put like a definition of what that means for the people.
Versus like
Okay.
lease.
Like how you come up with something, put it in a private chat, and then I'll post it. How's that?
Sure.
All right. Okay. All right.
Sure,
I'll come up with something and I'll put it up.
They can go back and refer.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
So, what land do I own from the Gam fam? Okay, we'll come back to your
Customary.
promise.
Mm-hmm.
We'll come back. So while
I think I did put something about a week ago on the main group.
oh, I ain't even look. I probably missed it. Yeah.
So I missed it. Okay.
If you remember, write it in, and I would, like I said, I'll just post it here, even for us to go back and look as well, so that we'll have that, notation. Let's see here. Okay. I'll let you figure that out. And
let me see if I can find something where I can.
But yeah, guys, so while he's doing that, so you all know that you can buy being a foreigner, but certain lands you're not able to buy, from my understanding. I think it's even for I think it's maybe for business or something like that. So yeah, guys. So if you decide to buy land, which we'll find out later, if Daniel will be selling any more land, we'll find that out later. But if so, you'll get your details, all of your information for buying the land, and he will DHL it to you. So that you won't have to worry about if you are in the States or wherever you are. We just so happen to buy unseen. Yeah. Because we watched The Arrivals. So once we saw The Arrivals, I went with my spirit. Yeah, it sparked the interest. I felt it good in my spirit. I'm more like a spiritual type person. So we went for it, and it worked out. I'm not telling you all to do that. That's just what we did, because it is expensive flying from where we are to anywhere in Africa. So we just looked at it like, you know what? Let's go ahead and invest here, unseen.
Right.
You want
instead of our original thing was like we want to visit, vacation there. And I'm like, well, why not invest? Just something for everybody to think about. Consider investing too, because it takes a lot of dollars to get over there. Whatever you spend on vacation, why not use that the way it could possibly make you money? And maybe not right at the initial investment, but somewhere along the line, somewhere down the road, you can make an investment out of it.
Or if you, like us, we plan on moving, to Africa. So that was a big thing for us as well. And it's so many choices you can pick from. So, all right, this is perfect. Okay. I'm just sorry, just reading, y'all.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to. Some of it didn't copy all, but I don't know if there's a limit on how much I can put in the chat at one time.
Yeah, that gives you a good general idea.
Okay, I'm gonna do it from here, from the customary part, that one. Uh-oh, I guess he'll come back, guys. It might have went out. See, you have problems even when you're not in Africa, so don't let that stop you with the internet, because we have issues here in the state with the internet. Okay, I'm going to put this on the screen so that you all can refer back. So, Customary Land, this is what we purchased from him. I'm assuming maybe this is all of the land that he's selling is customary. Hold on, I have another part. Okay, I couldn't do both, so I'm gonna just kind of do both parts. So you could always go back and take a look at this. You could refer back to it later, and this is the second part.
Yeah. So then, basically, once you've got your land, then obviously you go in for your permits, in terms of fence permits, occupancy. Occupancy certificate is to say that you're occupying the land that you own. So basically, you're living on it. Things like that. So there are things that you need to do as well.
Now the occupancy part, what if you want to do like a business, you still need the occupancy?
Yeah, so like obviously these papers are for residential purposes. I mean, you can do business on there. It depends what kind of business though. I mean, you couldn't build a factory or something like that on it. Nothing commercial like that. But I mean, like if you want to do a small, I don't know, Airbnb or a small store in front of your house or things like that, you can do. You've got permission to do those things. Yeah.
A small store. I'm taking my notes too. Agriculture. Okay, because this is good to know, because some things I didn't know. Okay, awesome. Also the young lady here asked, so what land do I own from the GAM fam? Did you
it's the same thing, customary land. Everybody in the GAM fam is customary land.
Okay.
Including myself, everybody. Yes.
Okay, awesome.
Yes.
So that's cleared up. Perfect. Yeah. Awesome. Could you well, you already kind of told us about the purchasing. Yeah. He already told us about the purchasing process, right? The purchasing process, you told us already.
Not on your thingy. Do you want me to explain the process of it?
Okay, so could you take everyone through the entire process of purchasing land from you?
Okay, all right. I'm gonna go and grab one of the papers.
Okay.
And then I can kind of walk you through.
Also, let me know if you have any land that you're selling. That's another thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Give us a few minutes.
Yep, no worries. All right, so he's gonna go grab his paper and everything, guys, and yeah, hopefully he'll have some land and you can hop on in. Even if you're not interested in living in Gambia, as you heard what he says, you can do agriculture. You can do a small store, a little house, or whatever the case may be. You can still purchase and make it into a small little, business, because these things that we are bringing to different parts of Africa is going to help everyone, the locals, the diaspora, whatever you all call, because there's so many different names you call. It's going to be beneficial to everyone. So, and if you don't do it, you already know who's going to do it with a blink of an eye.
Everybody else except us.
Exactly, with no question.
So while we second guessing and doubting and all that, they moving right in.
Yep, and you already know a majority of who that is. So do not be afraid, guys. Get out of the mindset. Stop watching the TV, because they've been showing the kids with flies and all that for so many years. It makes me upset, because I could have went back home. Back home.
That's a tired story by now. We should know better.
Yeah, but some people still don't. They
We
still
got
in that
all this
mindset.
technology in front of us now. We don't have to.
They still
We
don't.
don't have to buy into that.
They still do.
Yeah.
I'm serious. I've even talked to an elderly, and he had no clue at all, and it was sad. It was really sad. I mean, I've had people say, "There's food." Yeah. Well, how do you think they eat? Like, are you serious?
Over 1 billion people on the continent.
Right.
Mhm.
Somebody said, "Hey, National Nat said hello." It sounded like these are your people coming on in. Oh wait, I missed someone. Hold on.
It's from the Gam fam. Yes.
Okay, I'm saying okay. African relocate. Believe me, do not purchase the house while you still in the United States. Fly to Colombia. Face other way, you will never get your money. Okay. I don't know what that's about.
I mean, everybody's got their own reasons, and
Yeah, that's why I said
maybe some people have bad experience. Some
Right.
people,
just like else though.
right, exactly.
You can say that about the place that you coming from.
Right.
exactly, yeah, exactly. So you know,
Exactly.
there's pros and there's cons wherever
Right.
you go in the
Right.
world.
Right.
So we can't just say, right, okay, one negative thing has happened in Africa. That means, right, okay, we should not go back.
Ban
Right.
ban Africa, right?
You know, how many things are happening outside your door?
Yep.
Yeah.
Why shouldn't we leave? You know, you
Exactly.
could, yeah, exactly. So, you know, there's pros and cons everywhere. So I wouldn't think in that, you know.
You gotta take a leap of faith too.
Right. Exactly.
You have to.
How
You
many
have to.
snowbirds we have that come here and they purchase online all the time? And don't get me wrong, guys. I'm not pushing for you to purchase wherever you are. I'm just simply giving you information and telling you what we did. What works for us may not work.
Your experience.
I'm
Mhm.
telling you our
You
experience
gotta
and what
tell,
worked for us.
most people probably don't know what snowbirds.
Oh, people who come down with, like, for example, if they're in New York and
Like
it's snowing or
colder climates,
right,
right?
they come here for the sun and they purchase unseen all the time
Yeah,
online.
we hear a lot
All
of
the
we hear a lot
time.
about that right now too.
You know, it's a chance that you do take. You may lose, you may win. But
Mhm.
for us, we did it. We went on faith because, like I said, I pray about everything. So we went by faith. We did see the arrivals. We saw them. We saw the process, you know, because they share their YouTubers. And we were like, you know what? Let's do this. And this is not the only purchase that we made with Africa from here.
Mhm.
It works for us. We're a
Yeah.
family of 4. Let's just be real. We cannot afford to just travel here and travel there and take a look at this thing. We don't have the money like that because it's expensive to fly from here to there. Don't get me wrong. Eventually we'll get there, but we're trying to make our purchases and lay our foundation while we're here there.
Technology
Mhm.
make it easy.
Right. You know, so that worked for us. It may not work for you, and that's fine. That's completely fine. I blocked this young lady. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I'm not gonna have the drama because it's just too much people talking about African. I'm tired of it. Negativity. I'm not gonna deal with it. I'm just not. So moving on. Go ahead, Daniel.
Yeah, no problem. That's fine. So I'll just talk you through step by step in
Okay.
terms of what we do in terms of your paperwork. Um, right, okay. So basically, once you purchase land from us, the first point of call is, I don't know how you're gonna, yeah. I mean, it's personal details, so I'm not gonna go
Yeah,
too close, but I think
no.
so.
I
Basically,
try to
we'll
write
start.
it in, as you
We
said.
start off with the Alcalo paper when you're purchasing land in the Gambia. So that's very important, you know, when you're doing your transfers. But that paper alone does not mean that does not give you ownership because there's several stages that you have to go through to, you know, complete your paperwork and so on. So that is the beginning basically. So you go to the Alcalo. The Alcalo is like the chief of the village, kind of the community.
you know, he knows the ins and outs of that community in that sort of district sort of thing. He's like the head of that sort of that small area or village and so on. So from there, you know, we do all the paperwork ourselves, by the way, just to let you know. We do the processing once you purchase.
Yes.
And then basically from there, we have to go to physical planning to draw out a sketch, which is like a map of the location where you purchase. It will kind of highlight that, you know, Mr., Mrs., you know, etc., has purchased this plot, this size, in this location. It will have like the coordinates of the location, obviously, the various stamps from approved government bodies in terms of physical planning, the actual alcalo of that area, as I was explaining, and the chief, which I'll go into that shortly. So once you've done that, then basically, once you've got those pieces of paper together, then it goes into physical planning department, is the government, you know, basically physical planning of the country sort of thing. So you need to get the approval from them. So then it goes in, you know, this is like the approval letter, so government letter to say that, you know, that piece of land is purchased by that person. And it would highlight what the purpose of the land is for, in terms of whether it's a residential or commercial, or it's for agricultural use.
Okay.
Yes. So the lands we sell are for residential purposes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
And then after that,
agriculture, you said, right? If you like to.
sorry,
You can do agriculture if you like to.
yes, you can buy agricultural land. Yes, you can.
No,
You
I
can.
mean the ones who purchase from you in general.
Can do agriculture on their land. Yes, yes, you can you know, you can grow, you know, your fruits and your vegetables and things like that. But
Okay.
yeah, the land is for residential purposes. You've got permissions for that, yeah.
Okay.
But you can, you know, people do, when they're not building, they're not doing nothing, people do grow their, you know, they do grow things on their
Okay.
land. Yeah. So then after that, it will go to Brikama Area Council. Yeah, so then Brikama Area Council, so like it came out physical planning, it goes to Brikama Area Council. Brikama Area Council is, they're like the council body of that area. For example, if it's Sanyan, be the Brikama area, like Western District, that deals with that specific, those sort of papers. So you got like Combo South, Combo North, Combo West, and so on. So it has to also go into that government council for approval as well of ownership, where it will state the name, the names of the owners, you know, the area. It will state it was sold from Properties Gambia Real Estate, which is us, to XYZ,
Okay.
to the
Right.
person who purchased
That.
the
Right.
land. Yeah. And then obviously, you know, you have to pay your, obviously there's a lot of processing payments and so on. And then obviously your capital gains tax, which is paid as well for the land. Yeah. You have to pay that.
And
That's a one-off payment, your capital gains. But then your yearly taxes to the council is your responsibility. Yes, to pay that. Yeah.
And Daniel so graciously also offer that service for
Yes, we offer that service where we'll go and pay it for you as well. Yes, we do offer that service because obviously a lot of our clients are not in the country.
right.
So, you know, and there's something, it's not like it can't be done online. So we physically have to go and pay it. So, yeah.
Right.
And then, yeah, so basically that completes it. I mean, and once we've got all those papers, we have to take them back. So there's a lot of up and down. We have to go back once certain papers come out of certain departments. We have to go back to like the alcalo to countersign the documents. The chief, the say form, who is like he's above the alcalo. He's like the chief of the whole district
Oh,
of Combo South. Yeah. So
got
there'll be many alcalos.
before
There'll be
you.
many alcalos within Combo South, but the
Okay.
chief is in charge of them all. If that
Wow.
makes sense.
Okay,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Yes.
And yeah, so then he has to sign and approve.
So you better not piss him off. In other words.
No,
Yeah.
no, yeah. So if things are not intact, he won't approve the papers.
Okay.
Yeah, if
Gotcha.
there's things, yeah. That's why when you're purchasing from us, we have to get some form of ID
Okay.
and a statement to say that you're authorizing us to work on your behalf.
Gotcha.
Because if not, he won't stamp it. He won't
Gotcha.
give that approval.
Okay.
Yeah. And then it goes back to Rakame area council, head of the area council. He has to sign and approve it as well.
Wow.
So it has to go through a few different stages.
Yes, I see that.
Yeah. So we take it up to that level. Yeah. And it's down to to get the permits, but we do help with that
Yes.
process.
And
So
that's
when it's
part of
ready,
this
it's just
one.
that it's not included within your paperwork that we process for you. So I
Right.
just wanted to put that straight. So yeah, so we give you all the papers, deeds that is required for ownership of the land. And then after that, if you want permits for, fencing and building and things like that, then and then occupancies and things like that. But they're things that come after the paperwork, as of when you're ready to do those things.
Okay.
But we can help with that.
When you do this land purchasing, it seems like it's pretty standard for you to go through the chiefs. Like no matter
what you do.
what country on the continent, they all seem to go that same route.
Yeah.
That same route. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Gotcha.
I mean, even with that said, like the process of buying land and property there is much simpler
right
than here, because you got to sign so many documents here.
Oh, you got to go through so much.
Yeah. So it's a good experience, learning the difference, and we just gotta get out of that mindset of how we see things now
it's different
into the way it is there.
Right.
No, yeah. It is different. Exactly. You have to realize it's different.
And sometimes you have to remind yourself, through the process, okay, this is not America. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, some parts in the continent are more advanced than others, but
right.
It's a lot of, I would say, a lot of manual work still.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because we have to go and do the running around. So we'll collect it from this department. And then after that, we've collected from that department. Then we have to go and take it back to the chief. And we have to do this ourselves.
Yeah.
So once we've got that process and it's been approved, then we take it to this person to go and sign it. He checks it. He checks it all through. Make sure.
How long does it take? Like literally, like I'm just curious, all of the back and forth. It takes you how long?
Right. Okay. So when we draw up a contract between us and the clients, we say 3 months. But from when we first started it up to now, it's a lot quicker.
We
can turn it around in a month.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
Depending. But in some cases we have turned it around very quick.
Oh, that's good.
But that took time and experience and getting to know it's about who you know as well to get things done sometimes. If you've got a good relationship with someone within certain departments, they can try and help you out, sort of thing.
Gotcha.
So yeah, because obviously when we was first doing it, then obviously it took a bit longer.
Right.
Yeah.
And you guys were probably one of them as well.
Yeah.
If you didn't get your paperwork that quick. So, but as we've moved forward now, things are getting done a lot quicker.
That's awesome.
Some
Wow.
things take a bit longer. Like sorry.
I said, I'm sure you feel much better now that you learning, you know.
Yeah. It's
Better.
and sometimes it's, you know, I have to also remind myself as well that I'm not dealing with.
Yes.
I'm not in the UK, so you
Right,
know.
right.
And it's hard.
You know what I mean?
It's
So
hard.
I have to realize that as well. It just doesn't work that way. So you
Right.
have to have patience. Patience.
In
That's what
a
I say.
different country, you gotta keep telling yourself that it's not the
Yeah.
sign.
Yeah,
And you
you
know
have
what?
to.
Even with that being said, being in different country, they still operate a little bit different in certain aspects. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, a lot different.
yeah.
No, yes.
Learning,
Yeah,
Very
trust
different.
yeah. Oh yeah.
doing business
Yeah.
is like, whoa.
Like you gotta be patient.
Yeah.
So
Patient, depending on what country you in, because some of the patients you be like, okay, now you just doing a little too much. I gotta stay on you now.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, yes, no. There's limits, there's
Yeah,
boundaries.
Right.
You can give a bit of leadway and a bit of patience,
yeah,
yes. But you know, basically don't take the piss sort of thing, you know.
exactly.
Come on. It shouldn't take this long.
Exactly.
All right, what's going on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I mean, with the UK though, is the process is still a lot simpler compared to the UK? Like if you buy a land.
I guess it's I would say it's simpler, but I mean in terms of it's kind of similar, I guess, within the US. I mean you know, the solicitor pretty much deals with everything. The lawyer, he just calls you in as of when.
Yeah,
They'll
okay.
get you to read through the papers. They'll just highlight a few things and get you to sign here and there and whatever if you agree.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward, but it takes time as well here. It also takes time because there's a lot of things, there's a lot of legal things, and as you know, yeah, it can take a little while in terms of purchasing a house and things like that here as well.
Right.
Yeah.
It's probably the only difference is I would say, like he was saying, is more hands-on in Gambia or any,
Yeah, it's more hands-on, yeah, basically. Yeah. So it's more manual.
Right.
They follow pretty much the similar procedures.
Mm-hmm. A little more technology wise.
Yeah, but technology wise, it's not up to this what we're used to here, sort of thing, where everything over here is, and it can be done electronically, sort of things, and whichever other department needs to get involved, they can just electronically send it over to them, and they've got systems where they can check a lot of things very quick.
Yeah. It has its pros and cons, I would say, right? With the computer world and
yes, of course it does.
I think there's still like the old school, because with the I think here they depend on electronics too much. So if it crashes, go down,
and that sometimes fails as well.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
So sometimes you call them up, they say the system's down. Can you call me back later or something? Yep. We've got some technical problems. So
yeah, exactly. So they'll be lost if it never comes back up.
Well, that's it. Yeah, basically. Yeah.
So I like old school. I still have my checkbook. I still use my checkbook and I do my balances and everything.
Oh, is it? Okay.
And he be like, honey, we're gonna be moving. You ain't gonna be able to do it. I'm like, I do both. I
haven't done that for a long time.
Oh,
but I've got a friend who's like that kind of thing. He's old school. He's like, yeah, even like, people over here, they'll, they pay everything with their card,
Yeah.
You just tap with your card and whatever. But like, he's very old school. He's got to have cash all the time. It's cash. I said, why you just don't use your card and think that he's got his little thing. He just pulls out his cash. he plays cash all the time. He said, "No, I'm just used to cash. That's it."
I'm telling you, like I
Right.
still use my card. Don't get me wrong, but I have to write it down in my checkbook, my little balance book. And I know the bank be like, "You want?" I said, "Yes, I want my book." I write my book. I still go online. I check my balance. I do my book. I do both.
Yeah,
It works
yeah,
for me. I
yeah,
do both.
yeah. You're still stuck in your old ways. Sometimes some
Yeah.
people just don't let go.
Hey, I pull out that card. Here you go.
I still use my card, but I also use my cash too. But I still have my
Yeah,
checkbook and I write my balances.
yeah. I mean, I use cash a little bit, but I prefer my card. I normally just tap.
Yeah, I'm ready for the future.
Yeah.
Well, you have to switch your mind because Africa is not like
Oh, no,
completely.
No. Oh, yeah. So when I'm in Africa, everything's cash. It's all
Thank you.
cash.
That's just
Okay.
because remember
A few places, no, some places it is changing
Right,
slowly, and in
right,
some other parts of Africa is a bit more
right.
developed.
They use
It's a lot
different,
of cards and things, but Gambia is more cash. It's more of
So
a cash society.
you gotta be able to do both. See, so I'm doing both already.
Okay.
See? You gotta catch up to my level.
Okay. When I start my business there, I'm gonna try to change that just a little bit.
Yes, a lot of people are. Some people are. Some people's opening these restaurants and bars and
Yeah,
things out there now. They're using cards.
Yeah, I give you the option of both. I say that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Obviously, people prefer cash, but
Yeah.
as they say, cash is king. Hello?
We back.
Sorry,
We back.
I swiped my hand too fast and boop.
Okay, I lost you there. I thought I was taking over the show.
My hand, I did this the last live. I swiped it somehow and boop, I went out. So I got to be careful.
See, that's what technology will let you down.
That's all right, man.
Shoe Barb said, I will also vouch that Daniel is very transparent on lands paperwork. Also, we got our papers quick. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Let's see. Natural Nat said, in West, it's not an easy. On top of that, they don't even want us to own land in the West. Yeah, facts.
Yeah,
Facts.
Taxes.
That's true.
They get you.
Brother Daniel is truly a blessing to us. He's definitely trustworthy. And let's see. You lose nothing once you purchase from the Gam fam. Thanks, Daniel. Aw. All right, you get all that love.
You got a lot of fans.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's good. No, that's good. And it's just down to being honest with,
right.
And doing what you say you're gonna do.
Yeah.
I think.
I always say proof is in the pudding.
Exactly, proof. Yeah, I can. There's people out there you can talk to the moon and back, but yeah. So, but the proof is in the pudding. It's like, okay, that's enough talking now. I want to see the evidence.
Let's see what we're gonna do.
Show me what you're working with. That's another
Yeah.
term.
Exactly. So
now,
and that's how I like.
I guess, how do you do your payment plans? I don't know if you want to talk about that or not, or it depends on the individual. I don't know how.
No, it's what payment plans in terms of purchasing the land.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So all right. At the moment, we do a 6 months payment plan. So what we do is we ask for a 30% down payment, and then spread the remaining over 6 months. Yeah. So remaining 70%.
Now, once you do your, I know you mentioned you're gonna get into the more of a service type when it comes to the land buying. You're gonna have it as a whole with the home and purchasing land. Will that also be on a 6-month 30% down payment, or you haven't figured that out yet?
No, it will be a bit longer than that because it'll be a bit because
I was gonna say that's a lot of
there's
pressure.
not many people who can pay off their house in 6 months.
Yeah. There you go.
I had to ask you that question because we know, and we're not comparing.
And then we talked to other people that
outside of Gambia.
Yeah, outside of Gambia, they kind of expect that.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you're only talking like 1% of the world's
population that can be doing things like that, you know. We ain't got all that money, and no, so no, we'll definitely be doing it over some years periods.
Okay.
We haven't worked it out. We haven't discussed
Gotcha.
how we're gonna do it yet, but we'll. But like I said, going back to what I said, we'll try and set a certain amount of time period, but we're also happy to work with people, like I said,
Right.
and you know, so that's
Sounds
you know,
good to me.
yeah.
And you know what I don't know how you would do it, but I wonder if you can like this is just something to give you an idea. I don't know how the process will work. See if you can like connect with some banks. I don't know in
In
Gambia.
the Gambia, yes, no,
A
definitely.
whole lot.
It's not. It's yes. We have to do that eventually. I'm hoping to do that. You know, I
Okay.
have had talks with them, but there's
It's not cut and dry, sounds like.
there's about 100 real estates in the Gambia. Um,
That's trying to do it.
no, not trying to do it,
Oh,
but I'm just saying in general that are registered companies within the
okay.
Gambia, and there's only 2 banks in the Gambia that get help from the bank.
Oh wow.
There's only two companies that get help. The real estate companies that get help.
Wow. I know GT,
So
that's one, right?
yeah, it takes a lot of
A lot. That's a lot. Wow.
for them to trust working with you in terms of things like that. So
Okay.
it's not easy getting
Okay.
Yeah.
mortgages and things like that for people through the banks. That's going to work with the real estate company unless you're established real estate company, which you've got like the likes of
Okay.
TAF and
Right.
Global Properties and things like that, which they've been in the business
For
for
a
a long,
while.
long,
Gotcha.
long time. Yes, so
Gotcha.
their credibility is ready.
Gotcha. Gotcha. I understand.
So yeah,
But
it takes time. We're still young babies. We've
right,
only been doing it for like 3
right,
coming on 4 years.
right.
But
I would
you know,
think that's a good opportunity for them and whoever the real estate developer is, because basically you get what you're asking for, and they're gonna get their money through interest or whatever fees. You know, as long as you keep it within reason.
Mm-hmm.
yes,
Uh,
yes,
so like everybody benefits from it. And
yes,
plus
everybody's a winner.
as a buyer,
Right.
especially like people coming from outside. We
Yes, so generally
well,
most of the
yeah.
people that are getting accepted with these moves are mainly people, yeah, mainly Gambians that are outside of the Gambia, that are living in America, living in UK, and
Right.
Mm-hmm.
and that's what you find most of the time. Yeah.
But I love the fact that you say you will work with people and you'll give them more time. Those are two
Yes.
important keys. Very important.
Yeah. Yeah. We work with So for example, we're building a house, one house at the moment. So yeah, I mean we're working with the client. Um, we've done stage 1. We stopped there. We're about to go into stage 2.
Oh, I can't wait to see when it's done.
Any minute now. We've got the go ahead. The funds are there,
Good.
so we're going to go into stage 2. And
Awesome.
as you know, I like to keep everybody updated on what we're doing as a company, and the clients as well. We like to keep them at ease because they're
Right.
not in the country.
Right.
For example, if you say, right, okay, can you fence my land for me or do this? We'll send you videos. We'll keep you up to date on what's going on, basically. Only that, where we've got the GAM fam. The GAM fam is basically those that have purchased from Properties Gambia Real Estate. You guys are part of the GAM fam. So yeah, and then even if you're not there, there's people within the GAM fam that go to visit the Gambia. So they can also be your eyes and your ears as well. They've gone to their lands, they're your neighbors, so that also gives you a bit of peace of mind that clients, are coming over.
Mm-hmm.
you know, they're doing things. They're posting things on the group to say,
Right.
yeah, okay, you know, we've gone to our land, and you know, this is what we're doing, or this is what I've seen, and you know, and you guys kind of interact with each other and so on, like, you know, which is a good thing as well. So it's all about building relationships, building communities. Like I said, I mean, a lot of people, I'd say probably 80% of our clients bought off plan and not in the country, including yourselves. So
That tell you a whole lot, you know, that you're
yeah,
trustworthy for
yeah.
yeah,
So yeah,
That also that we want to come there, that we're
exactly.
interested.
yeah, no, and you know, Gambia's moving quite fast, quite rapidly now.
Yeah.
You know, in terms of infrastructure.
Yeah.
They're doing a lot of things out there now.
There's
Things
one
are moving.
particular YouTuber, and that's basically all he shows is like whatever infrastructure. I can't think it's on my phone, but he shows. I watch it, and it shows a lot of different infrastructure projects they're doing. Like
What's
some
going on?
highway he was showing me, and some other things they got going.
Yep. So a matter of time, it's gonna be. This is why we're telling you
Yeah.
guys, go invest, because you may see it one way, and the next thing you know, you like, wow.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
And don't always believe what you see
Right.
on the TV and on the internet or the YouTubes or whatever. You have to get concrete evidence. You need to go and see the place for yourself.
Yeah, we definitely gonna have
You definitely need to go and see the places for yourself. You know, you'll only be fed a lot of the negative stuff. People generally feed off of negativity.
Oh yeah.
That's their kind of entertainment.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, you've got to kind of bypass that and you know, look for the positive things
I
in
run
life.
away from that.
And
I got enough issues going on in my life. I don't need nobody.
yeah, you don't want no more dramas or anything. We don't want that. So we get enough of that here. So
exactly.
Yeah, like we recently heard some negative stuff, and basically they tried to like ban the whole country. I'm like, how you ban a whole?
You talking about Ghana?
Yeah, like how you ban a whole country? Like, of
well,
course,
they tried to ban what?
They tried to ban, like, basically investing in a country.
Yeah, in Ghana. That's what he's talking about. The incident about them demolishing
one experience. I'm like,
one of their homes.
Somebody how
like
do you do that?
Oh, okay, yes, I've been following that where one of the guys' houses got demolished.
Right.
And they went off of that.
And basically said, don't invest in the country.
Right.
No, no, you can't. How many? Yeah. I mean, if it was happening left, right, and center, then I'll worry. But I mean, most of the you'll hear more success stories than negative stories. But you're still gonna get problems like that, no matter where you go. There's gonna be sad stories. I'm sure that's not gonna be the last time things like that happen. But these things do happen. It's not a thing of he's been targeted just because of he's a diaspora or whatever. No. Firstly, is his papers intact and things that we don't know the ins and outs of it. We only know one side of the story.
Exactly. It's three sides. I say it's whoever the other party is, the other party, and the truth.
That's very true. That's very true. So
what about all the people that's thriving now?
Right.
Why you talking
many people are thriving. I've known people even in the Gambia that's been there, invested there, before like the influx of people starting to show more interest now. But I mean, going back 20-30 years ago, I know diasporans and foreigners that don't come from there, they're still living in their house happily.
Yeah.
So
even the ones who have had issues wherever they are, they're still there.
You have it's not gonna be, it's not all gonna be,
it's not going to be all honey, because I'm not going to lie to people. You're still going to have your challenges. You're still going to have certain day-to-day problems, but just trying to, it's a case of preparing yourself. Preparation is key, and I have a kind of a plan, and just try and go there with a kind of different open mindset as well.
Exactly.
Don't try not to bring your negativity with you. Try and let it go. I know it's not easy, but you have to try and open up your eyes and see things differently, and integrate with culture as well. With the culture.
Don't be standoffish.
Right.
No, it's very important,
because we need to learn. I feel like when it comes to locals, we need to learn what our truth was, what was taken away from us. We need that, and then on the flip side, they need to know kind of what we've dealt with. So
what you've gone through.
When they come over to that side, we say, listen, don't believe this, don't believe that, don't listen to this, don't look at that. It may appear that, you know what I'm saying? So
so
there's two sides of the story.
Exactly.
You just deal with me how I treat you.
Right. Yeah.
Don't basically
what somebody else told you.
Yeah.
Exactly. True. And that's
very
true.
I treat you with respect. I talk to you with respect.
Right.
And then
that's all it's about. Just giving respect.
Yeah. These preconceived notions about people.
And then if you do, go to the source. I believe in going to the source. Talking it out.
Talk.
All right.
Exactly. That's the best way. Talk it out, and
say he say she said no.
No. Because I never go off by this one said, that one says. Okay, let me go and find out for myself.
Right. Exactly. All right, let's get back on. Do you have any land that you're selling, Daniel?
Yes, we do. We have some land in Gunjur, which is an area where you guys have kind of thingy. So it's a part of Gambia where it's those plots of lands in Gunjur that we're selling are service plots, different from others that we've normally sold in terms of we're going to do the infrastructure, the roads, build the roads within that community, put street lights, bring water to the location, and electricity to the location. So we have that. We've called it Binta Village, and that is in Gunjur. The prices for we do a 6 months payment plan. The prices for those are 290,000 to 295,000 Gambian dalasi, not dollars or pounds. Gambian dalasi.
295, right?
Yeah, 290 to 295K Gambian dalasi. A little bit more than some of the others that we sell, because obviously we have to. Because the things that come with it, basically, So
I did that right.
Yeah.
Was the exchange rate still pretty favorable?
The rate.
Yeah, the exchange rate for
Yes, I think the exchange rate is pretty reasonable. I'm not sure how much it is on the dollars right now, but when I left, it was quite reasonable. It's very reasonable.
It does fluctuate. So
it does fluctuate. Yes. You find during the tourism season, in the Gambia normally is when you get the best rates.
When the tourism season? Okay.
When the tourist season is, and that's normally from October to April, around that time. That's when you get the best rates.
Okay.
That's what I find anyway. So they're the plots that we are selling. We do sell in a place called Sanyan. as well,
Okay.
which
Now,
is
sorry, going back, because
go
I'm
on.
trying to write it in. It includes what again? You said roads, lights, what
Street
else?
lights, water to the location, and electricity.
Man, this is sweet.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah,
All right. I'll put all that in here. So,
yeah. I mean, I can send you some information to you
okay.
guys, and then maybe you can put it up on your social media.
Oh, I forgot the last thing. Darn it.
Yeah.
I can't forget that.
Yeah, make sure you put Dallasy, because if not, you're gonna frighten everybody off.
Okay, let me write that. Okay. So, guys, do you hear that? If you are interested, I'm gonna give you. Do you want me to put your WhatsApp details up?
Yes, you can put the WhatsApp details.
Okay. Or you can email him, or you can send a message through WhatsApp, or you can also subscribe to his channel. Give me a minute, guys. I'm typing everything in. If you are interested, do not sleep on this, guys. I'm telling you, because Daniel Land sells fast. I'm gonna let you know that.
Yes, they do.
I like saying. Who came up with that name?
Sanyang.
Yes.
Wow, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's been a part of the Gambia for
I just like the way it sounds.
yeah, Sanyang. Yeah. And it's a very nice area as well.
It's by the
Isn't
water,
it?
right?
Yes, it's by the water, yes.
And one of the big things about Gambia that we didn't talk about is
What?
peaceful.
Yes, I heard it
Political
was peaceful.
situations
Yeah.
going on, unlike other places in the world.
Peaceful. It's very peaceful.
Yeah, it's consistently peaceful. You never,
Yeah, it's peaceful.
never.
I mean,
think about that.
you get petty crime there like anywhere.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
anywhere.
But generally it's a peaceful country.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's generally.
That's a
But,
big plus.
yeah. So yeah, it's safe. It's safe. Even walk around at night, you're pretty safe. You know, within moderation, kind of thing. You're you know,
Right, right.
Still use common sense.
Yeah.
just using your common sense, basically. Yeah. Don't
But sometimes it's not so common.
don't walk around with money hanging out your pocket. I mean,
Right. But you can't do that here. Same thing.
well, you can't do that. Exactly, you can't do that here. You'll be robbed. Yeah.
Exactly.
So I can't. It's not a good idea for me to wear my diamond, my big diamond chain around.
No.
Yeah.
Unless you've got some people behind you.
Right. Okay. Like a bodyguard or something.
But not on your own at night. No.
Yeah, that ain't a good idea nowhere, I would think.
Nowhere in the world. No. Exactly.
Okay, I finally got it out, guys. All right. So I think I wrote it right. All right, he's selling service land in Gunjur, 6-month payment plan, 290,000, ranging from 295,000. Dalasi, this is Dalasi. Includes roads, lights, water, electricity. You can contact him on WhatsApp. Here's the details here. Again, guys, I will put all of this information in the description box. You all just give me about an hour, so possibly shorter. I will do that after we are done here. What was the next one you said, Daniel, that you were selling?
So that's the only one that we've got at this present moment. Where Sanyang should be coming up soon. Again, we're hoping for a location in Sanyang. So yeah, and then obviously we've sold, different locations. We've done Jambanjeli, where the rivals are. The rivals, those who follow the rivals, they also purchase from myself, Properties Gambia.
This is how we got on board, through the rivals.
Yeah.
Yes.
So so that's what we're going on at the moment. But we're doing a lot of we're trying to move forward in terms of, like I was discussing about the houses and things like that.
Definitely, yes. I'm
So
gonna start peeping at trying to peep at the group because I really want to see the model. I can't
Right,
wait
right.
when you all are
yes,
going with the first client.
yes,
Check it out. So
yeah.
Hey, what size plots are these?
Okay, yes, good question. I just noticed them.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
so these plot sizes are between like 20 by 20 meters. If you work in feet, that's like by 65 feet by 65 feet. Um, and then you've got like 20 by 23, 20 by 24. So that's where the difference of the $5,000 comes in by an extra meter or two. But I think, you know, it's good value for the money for the extra $5,000. I don't know. That's an extra what, $100, $150 for an extra meter or meter and a half. Yeah.
Of course, you can buy multiple
And
plots.
you can
Oh,
buy,
yeah.
you can buy, yes. So in one location, so those that as foreigners, I don't like to say foreigners, but you know, as
I know he
I
he
said
doesn't
that,
either, but
yeah, but those that are not Gambian citizens, I
there
should
you
say,
go. I like that.
can own up to 50 by 50 meters. Yeah,
Okay,
in one location.
okay.
Yeah,
That's
but
a
you can
nice
have
He said 55
different lands in different locations of the country, but in one spot you can own up to 50 by 50 meters
years.
Okay, for non-Gambian citizens. Okay.
Oh,
for non-Gambian citizens. Yeah, and that is residential.
Oh,
For
okay.
agriculture,
You can go further.
you can go, yes, you can have big plots of land for agriculture because it's for business purposes.
So I would say the same for maybe commercial too. You can go further, or
Yes, you can go bigger in commercial and things like that. Yeah. And then obviously, you know, we've got um going back to what you guys were saying about that house that was demolished in
yeah.
Ghana, and it looked like it was on the beach as well.
Yes.
In the Gambia, that's known as certain parts of the Gambia, well, most parts of the Gambia is TDA, Tourist Development Area,
okay,
where it's not for it's not for residential purposes. Basically, it's for the tourism industry, either building a hotel, beach bar, or whatever,
right.
restaurant on the beach, whatever. Which you know you can be a non-Gambian to have land on the beach, but not for residential purposes.
Okay.
But you won't own the land. It will be a lease. It will be leased to you. So if you wanted to build a hotel on it or something like that, you can do those things.
You just have to, if you wanted that, you just gotta see if you can buy close.
Is that correct,
proximity.
Daniel? TDA are off limits unless you're doing a business.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, and yeah, tourist is to do with the tourism industry. Yes.
Got it. Wow. For you to keep up
So
with all of
that's
this,
another thing I had to question as well. I don't know that person's house who got destroyed in Ghana. I mean,
it was supposed to be a
you
resort.
don't know what's in his paperwork or whatever. I don't know. I mean, obviously,
Exactly.
if the government wants to come and build a hotel there, they're gonna do it.
They don't do.
So,
Yep.
I
Exactly.
mean, I don't really know the ins and outs of the rules of Ghana in terms of their rules and policies and paperwork. So,
Exactly.
yeah.
Now I have another question. Like, I know you said non-Gambian citizens. So if you're a permanent residency, that's just for you to stay there permanently. Not it has nothing to do with the citizenship part, right?
So say that again.
If you get like permanent residency, that has nothing to do with you being like a citizen of Gambia. That's two different things.
No, that's nothing. No, that's nothing to do with that. No.
Okay.
So basically, as it stands, I think as a non-Gambian, if you live in the Gambia for more than 15 years, you can apply for citizenship.
Also,
There's been talks where they need to try and reduce that because that's a little bit too long. 15 years.
yeah.
You said over 15 years.
You can apply.
live in the country for 15 years before you can apply for citizenship.
Yeah.
I know some people have been trying to get that down.
Yes.
There has been discussions.
I would cut that in half if it was, but
Yeah, I think they should at least cut it in half at least,
yeah.
I think that would be fair, 5 to 7 years.
Oh yeah.
But again,
that's just saying like you committed. If you staying that long, that's a large chunk of somebody's life.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And probably in that time you've set up some investment, you've done something.
Yeah, yeah. You spent your money, put it into the local economy. So why not?
Yeah. But again,
Yeah,
I think so too. You froze. Oh, you're back.
Okay, you're back. Okay.
I'm back.
Again, I still think it's good that they, they don't really pressure you as far as like
yeah.
you getting
Compared to other
the
countries,
residency and stuff. It's very chill.
We've looked around, and Gambia is like they have one of the best residencies set up.
Yeah, that we've seen so far.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it is.
for the ones that
you've seen.
Yeah.
What, different parts of the continent is a bit more scrutinant?
Oh yes.
So we say names.
You can.
Tanzania, not so much.
Not so much.
Where?
Not so
Tanzania.
much.
Tanzania. Okay, it's hard to get residency.
And it's costly.
And costly. Wow.
Yeah, that to where people, there's always you can go back door and do things. That's what a lot of people have done.
And I don't want to do that
because of that reason.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I don't want to do that. If I'm gonna want to stay wherever I'm staying, it has to be legit. I don't need anybody coming after me saying you gotta go. No. Because the option is when I leave here, if I come back here, it's to visit only. I don't want to come back to live.
Come back for no. You don't get that problem in the Gambia, no.
Exactly.
So
that's,
no.
Plus,
I
must say
because there are a lot of people. They once their residency expires, they border hop, then come back.
Right, hop around.
Then
yeah. It's fine. You just renew it.
Yeah, 30.
I think
for 30
I think you got to be there for 3 months before you can apply for residency. If I'm correct, if I'm wrong, anyone on the group knows. And then after that, you can apply for 5 years residency.
You mean in Gambia?
In the Gambia, yes.
Oh, okay.
So they don't.
They give you 5 years.
They don't have that. These other.
And then the cost.
Yeah, the cost is extreme.
Yeah, and the
cost is quite high.
Yeah. So now I'm trying to go the route of I'm waiting. I guess a lot of people are doing their DNA now. So I'm waiting on that. I'll be calling Monday because it's stuck in Georgia. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. But I'm trying to do my DNA so I can track what may show up.
Because if you have any Sierra Leonean,
you can get your
you can get your citizenship. Yes.
And then, like by extension, you can go into what do they call it?
15.
ECOWAS.
To ECOWAS, yes.
Yeah, through that you go. Now you're talking about what 15 countries? Last time I checked, that you can basically.
Yeah. Okay, so that's see that there in that way there that's good because Gambia is part of ECOWAS. So
yes. We saw that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So if you get an ECOWAS citizenship in Sierra Leone, even that you won't be technically a Gambian citizen, but you still have access to all those countries with no problems.
You can stay with no problem.
Yeah.
Visa free.
Right.
Visa free. Yeah, you wouldn't have to.
You say, and Ghana's on there, quite a few.
Because you've got a lot of Sierra Leoneans, Nigerians, and all that living in the Gambia. They go there, they live there, they've been there for a long time.
And listen, hat off to y'all. The West Side got it. The West Side got it on lock.
Oh yeah.
The East Side, they need to catch up.
No. Throughout.
Yeah. In general.
So West Coast is like,
they're popping right now. They're doing things together.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm using African ancestry. That's the only one they will acknowledge. African ancestry. Sorry about that. I didn't tell you. African
Okay.
ancestry. Yeah, it's expensive, but it's worth it.
Mm.
Either way, whether it doesn't show up that or not. Just to find out your roots, they go deep down into your roots and
Tribes. They break down the
tribes. Now,
tribes.
if you're
Yes.
a woman, you can't do your male side. You have to have a male actually take that part of it because I really wanted to know my dad's side. I have to figure that part out. We can only do our mother, but if you have like your brother or your dad, they can take that test. They actually are lucky to take both, but they can take the male side.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
definitely.
So when they do this, they do like they take swabs or what?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you send it.
You
You
send
send
it
it
back
in
to
through the
them.
mail,
Yeah.
and then they go from there.
Yep.
Okay.
And people say, "Oh, they're gonna sell it." I said, "Listen, when you go to the doctor, they know your DNA. You can't hide from it.
Hey, Dan,
You can't hide from it. No.
People got like a false sense of privacy. They think they're so private.
And
Like
you can't be that private.
everything is known about you.
Everything.
And if they
When you can't
Everything,
go to
yeah.
work.
if it's not known, they can find out.
Yep.
They'll find out exactly. So
Why are you worried about that?
there's no point. Yeah.
Put the link in the chat. I sure will, sister. I sure will. We also talked about this too on one of our lives as well. We were telling people to do it just in case. We won't hold our breath, but just
No, definitely.
decide to give us reparations. You got your proof. Unfortunately, we got to show proof, but yeah.
No, it's good. I think it's a good thing because at least not only that, it gives you a sense of who you are and kind of.
Exactly. Even though we are everywhere, right? Our DNA.
Yes, even though we're everywhere, but it specifically belonging to a tribe or to a certain part of the continent,
Exactly.
So much of us was taken away. We can't really track.
No, exactly. We want to track exactly what part from the West Coast or whatever. Dominantly, it was the West Coast. Gambia, Senegal, Ghana, Nigeria, these places here.
Exactly.
And
that's another reason why I say, why not invest? This is home. We invest here that we're not even welcome. Let's just be real. We're not welcome.
Exactly. Yeah.
You spend all that money on vacation, and which gives you nothing.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So why don't you want to invest back home?
Exactly. Exactly. I don't get it. I mean, and it's just the brainwash is real.
No, I mean, me personally, like I said, I've invested personally not through the business. I'm talking personally. I've built myself. So whether I was doing the business or not, that was always going to be my goal anyway.
Right.
And I think that's one of the best things I feel that I've ever done.
Yep, exactly.
I can say, you've built a foundation there. You got something there.
That's right.
And
it's
then
just pass it on to your kids, and it goes on and so forth.
Yeah, exactly.
Who knows what they can do with it?
Exactly.
And exactly, yes, yeah. So hopefully I'll get a little bit of enjoyment out of it, and then the kids can.
What you telling? Exactly.
And then at least it gives them a start anyway to do something better with it.
Yes. Yeah. This is why I'm trying to get hubby out before 55. Like we got to leave before that. We don't need to wait for no retirement. We don't know if any of these things are going to be around anyway.
Well, exactly. Yeah. There's no guarantee. So.
Exactly. Exactly. We didn't think COVID and all that was going to hit, but boom, it did. So.
Yeah.
But I don't want to hold you up any longer, but I did put the information. So if anybody is interested in finding out more about yourself, this is the website. I say definitely get your patients on because there is a lot. I didn't think it was a lot of people that are doing this, but there's a lot of people doing it.
Their interest is growing.
Yeah, they ran out of the kit, is what I was told for the woman side of it. So they said they were back in stock, but yeah, it's a high demand.
Just like there's a lot of movement of people from the diaspora coming back to the continent.
Yep. Even famous
If not,
people.
you know, if not even coming to stay, they're at least visiting more than they would have.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So,
It's a big
You
movement.
know, you're seeing a lot of Black American stars now are coming over there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. Big time.
Yeah. Been an uptick in that.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Dang. I just
I
happened.
put my website up, yes, just in
Yes.
case anybody wants to check us out as well.
Let me go back here. I'm going to put his website up, guys, as well. There it is. I'm going to write it down too. So that way at the end, guys, I will put all the details in the description box. If you're not sure what the description box is, basically you'll see the video, you'll see what the title of the video is, and you'll just click more, and you'll be able to see all the details. Hold on, I see TW Gam Fam. Hello, welcome. All right. Before we close it out, because I realized I did not ask the audience if that's okay, Dan, if they had any questions. I just realized.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay, and then we'll wrap it up. I have to go back because there is someone who did ask a question. I told them I would go back. Here we go. Right here. Do they have a large diaspora community that live amongst each other? I guess I guess maybe.
Yes.
Okay. The answer was yes. Anybody have any questions? Go ahead and put it in the comment section right now before we close it down, because we don't want to take up all of Daniel's time. I know he has to get to his family, and I need to do some gardening. So we don't want to take up all of his time.
Yeah.
Go ahead and put your details in now. We'll give y'all a little bit. This was good.
Yeah.
This is great. You finally get to meet my husband.
Yeah.
Yes.
The king. Yeah, I think I briefly seen you on some group chats.
Yeah, probably the group chats, man.
On the Zoom, maybe.
Yeah, maybe that's probably what it was.
But you ain't saying nothing, so I don't think he ever this is the first time y'all
Had the interaction with each other.
Right.
No, yeah.
I was too busy listening.
Yeah, I'm the one talkative. I'm the talkative one.
Well, that's what we do, innit? We let the missus. We just sit back. We'll come in when we need to.
Exactly.
Jump in.
Yeah.
We just jump in and out. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna give y'all a few more minutes. Y'all quiet, so I guess maybe we've hit all the.
So I guess the family they taking the move well.
Oh yeah, when you move too, yeah. Are they coming?
Say that again.
The family they took the move transition pretty well. They were.
He hasn't moved yet though. Not yet.
I haven't moved permanently. I'm still back and forth.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not there permanently. So basically I'm still here in the UK. So normally I'll be so basically we have a team, we have an office in the Gambia for the company, which I have a team that are there, so I'm there in and out. But I'm always on the phone with them, and then I'm always on the phone with clients as well. So
Right.
But yes, it's not. I'm at the finishing stages now of the house in terms of the house. So I think my next visit will be the first time I'll actually be spending the first night in my own house.
Oh, that's gonna be nice.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
So are the family looking forward to eventually when you all decide?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Yes, definitely.
That's
They're looking forward.
Yeah. Can you say
Definitely.
all aboard?
I think it's just nice to just get off the plane and just go to your home.
I can't wait. I cannot wait. We
Rather than me having to go and stay here, rent this place out, go here, renting here, just just every time I'm in Gambia, I'm kind of just living out of suitcases. So now I can say, I've got my own. I can leave some clothes there and say, this is my home.
Hands back.
Yeah, exactly.
And see, we want to live off the grid. And like when I say that, I should actually say, when I say live off the grid, I don't have to pay anybody any bills. Very minimum. That's kind of what we're looking to go.
Hello?
Oh, you didn't hear me. You went out.
I went out.
Oh, okay. I was saying that we're looking to live off the grid. So, and when I say that, like, I don't, very minimal bills. I want no bills, to be honest with you, if it's possible.
Yes. No.
To me, that's living. Paying
And that's the
bills.
beauty. That's the beauty of building in Africa as well, because it's full of sunshine. You can, you can pump your water. You
Yeah,
can solar systems.
exactly.
So yeah. So basically, it's just a case of you've built it. You don't owe anyone nothing anymore. It's
Exactly.
mine.
Yes. Yes. That's living.
Where,
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
over here, it's like
ain't that much.
you got to worry about your mortgage,
Exactly.
paying your gas bills,
Yes.
your light bills.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
it's endless.
Yes. Exactly.
And then over there, at least you can grow your own food as well.
That's what
Eat
I'm
what you
saying.
grow what you eat.
Yes. Yes. He knows
So
I never thought I would be in the garden until COVID hit, because I was about to lose my mind with my son. He's so hyper. And my neighbor actually kind of introduced me to it. And it is just wonderful just to go through the process and see what you've put in growing. Is just
growing,
amazing.
the
And
pleasure you get
knowing,
out of it.
right, and knowing what you put into it, not going to the store. You don't know where it went before it got to the store, and now it's coming.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
that is it's amazing.
Just about it. Planting the seed and then
Yes,
just seeing it flourish.
yes. Hey Daniel, we saw the beginning stage of your home. Can we see the finished stage? Thank you kindly. Yes.
I will. I will be sure. I will share it with the GAM fam. No problem.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
now that she said that, I remember last time I did
With the
see your house.
stairs. Yeah, the stairs.
Stairs with like the chrome railings.
Yes.
Yes, the chrome railings. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I will. Yes, I think next time I go, I'll have a bit more to show.
Okay.
I will put it on the group
Quick question.
exclusively for the GAM fam.
That's right. You have to buy land to be with the GAM fam. He connects you with WhatsApp, and it's a whole group, and then he divides it up into
Community groups.
community. Yeah. So for you to know, you got to join the GAM fam. But I was going to ask you, did your company build your home, or that was before you got into?
No, that was before I got into the company.
Okay.
Yes. So I probably started the house maybe 8 to 9 months prior to going into the business.
Okay.
So like I said, it was always going to be my dream. It was always going to be, me to get to build my house. That was always going to be, regardless of whether I started a business out there or not.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
but no, my builders or that no.
Okay.
It was done privately.
I was gonna say something. We can't wait to get to your stage. We gotta first get our fits and stuff up. So.
You get there. Just determination, planning,
and having
making sure you're working with the right people.
Yeah.
And then just pop in and out when you can, if you can.
Right. That's the hard part for us, because the kids are in school. We're still tied down with that, and then his work schedule.
It might be a case where you can't all go at the same time. Sometimes it might be a case where I know either of you probably won't like. I know either of you probably won't like that, but sometimes it's got to be cost effective. Maybe hubby can quickly fly over for the week, or yourself can go over there for the week and come back.
Don't go there.
But hubby's like, no, she ain't gonna have that.
Don't go there. Okay, because I tried and you was like, no. Okay. We ain't gonna open up those can of worms, Daniel. We ain't gonna do that right now.
You
But
know,
but yeah,
it takes a while.
well, we were gonna have the opportunity to have someone watch our kids. That's another thing. We don't have the support system like that. So hubby works, I do my own thing, but I have to stay with the kids. You get what I'm saying? Unless we
Okay.
have help.
So you guys ain't got family close by, or
no, their situations are it's
no?
us. It's
It's
just
just
us.
you
So
guys.
that's the
Okay.
hard that's another issue with us. So what we were gonna have someone watch our kids, because we were gonna go, we brought somewhere else in Zanzibar for
Okay.
investment purposes.
Yeah.
But that didn't work out. They're gonna push back our bill, continuing bill,
Hmm.
because the courts or something like that, they said. So we should have went anyway. But that's a long story. I lost a lot of money behind that. But it is what it is. But we actually,
Zanzibar looks like a very nice country. It looks like a nice place, beautiful
It
place.
looks
yeah,
beautiful.
yeah, it looks very beautiful. We can't wait to get
I
there.
like the Indian Ocean. That
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
blue.
right on the Indian Ocean. That's right. It's
Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah.
Mm.
Can't wait to see
There's
it.
so many beautiful places on the continent. It's just
That's what I'm
incredible.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
So
Listen,
many.
I need to win the lottery or something because, like, I'm telling you, it would be endless
You've
because
got everything is in the
it's
continents, from rainforest to deserts to
snow. I didn't know that it
snow,
snows.
mountains,
Yeah. Oh
Yes.
yeah.
everything.
Oh
You
my
know,
goodness.
beautiful beaches. Yeah, it's
I
got
just wish
everything
we
there.
knew this a long time
Yeah,
ago. Like,
I'm gonna give
seriously.
you a perfect example. I didn't know, like we were looking at the video with South Africa, and they showed the beach, and they had penguins there.
Yeah, I never seen penguins in like
I'm thinking penguins
Perth.
like North Pole,
Right.
like too cold for that. They actually had penguins there. I'm like,
Yes.
oh, okay, they got some of
Yes.
everything there.
They
Yes.
got everything. Yeah, yeah.
Everything
So
there. I'm just like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
yeah, no,
They
Africa
didn't
is a
show
big.
none of this on the
No,
TV
they don't show you the good things, the nice things of Africa. No,
at
they don't.
all. And it makes me
That's
mad. It really does. It really
yeah.
makes me upset.
Because the
My
first time
mother,
I went there in '96,
yeah.
I was like, wow, I'm seeing like all these big, massive houses and, you know, people living
Postcard.
really good. I'm like, I didn't expect to see all this.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, they didn't show me this. Even that
Exactly.
my dad told me, but I mean, and
Right.
showed us our thingy, but actually being there and seeing certain things is different.
I can't
Yes.
wait.
Because all we get fed is the negativity on the TV.
Yep.
Lucky
So
enough, I had my dad there to tell me, like, don't believe none of that rubbish.
exactly. Right. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Let's see. Hold on. One person said, "Hey, sister, you have started. That is the most important part." Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But yeah, so that is it, guys. You all don't have any more questions. Look like again, I will post everything in the description box. You'll have all of Daniel details. And just let him know that African Queen One Giselle sent you over, and yeah, he'll get you squared away. Like I said, we have our papers, so we're good to go. All we have to do now is just show up.
Yeah.
You gotta show up.
And thank you. Just like to thank you guys for having me.
Yeah,
You
no
know,
worries.
it's a,
Time with us.
Yes, yes,
yeah, man,
appreciate
been
that.
a
Because I
pleasure.
know it was out of your comfort zone just a little.
Well, yes, I'm not used to being interviewed normally.
Oh, okay.
We were like that.
You handled it well.
Yes, you did good. You get A+.
Thank you. Yeah, but I guess it goes part of the territory, so I have to get used to it.
Yes. This was
But
really nice.
yeah, it was definitely a pleasure. You made me feel comfortable anyway.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Same here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Enjoy the rest of your day and tell your family we said hello. And I'll ask you the question that I want to ask you later.
Okay, guys.
All right.
Thank you. Stay blessed, man. All right.
You
Thank
too.
you, guys.
Bye. All right, family. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope that this live was helpful. I hope that you got all the information that you needed. And look for us. Let me see. Next, I think we'll be skipping maybe 2 more lives possibly. I know we usually do every other, so we may actually skip 2 weeks and then be back on schedule because I know some people celebrate Easter. People who haven't gone to church in years, they go. So I
Mhm.
figure I would just leave that blank, and open for other people to do what they need to do. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Please make sure that you support us, guys. Listen, let's support each other through this journey. And yeah, we do not charge for this, but it would be very nice if you can at least support what we are doing and what we are trying to build. We're trying to get to 900 subscribers. We cannot do that without you all sharing with each other. You know what I always say, sharing is caring. Make sure you hit the like button if you have not already. What that is, basically, you'll see a thumb up. You'll see a thumbs down. We don't want the thumb down. Hopefully not. We like the thumbs up. You'll just simply click on that. And yeah, any questions you may have, you can write it. I hear an exclusive comment. Oh, okay. You can write it in the comment section after I have sent out the video. I hear an exclusive comment. Okay, I'm sorry I didn't see that comment until now. Thank you. This live was wonderful. Thank you for coming, and make sure you subscribe if you haven't. The subscribe. You will see it says subscribe. Probably, I think it's at the right, maybe bottom corner, or I don't think it's the left or close to the right corner. You just click subscribe. When you click subscribe, though, there is a trick. Um, You'll see underneath there, it'll say all or personalized. You want to click all. My husband taught me that. Click all so you can see all of our videos, our lives. That way you'll be notified. And then when you want to click notify so that you have a reminder when we are on. Let's see what else. Description, I told you, will be underneath this screen. You'll see a screen here. It should be underneath. You click more. You'll be able to see all of our links where you can, purchase different things. And also you'll be able to see his details, but you have to give me a little time to plug everything in at the end of the video. I think that is it. Anything else, Lenny, you want to add?
No, thanks for joining us as usual, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Yep. All right, family. Thank you. You all have a beautiful, blessed rest of your day. All right, family. Bye. Peace.